Hello everybody and welcome to Rest and Reason. I'm RP the Red Panda, and today we're going to be doing something a little different than what we've done on the channel so far. So far we've been looking at the best quick and easy recipes, but today we're going to be looking at one of the best board games for beginners. Now, in board gaming I'm going to be looking at a few major things. First, I'm going to be showing you guys what the basic feel of the game is, so that you have a general idea of what it looks like and how it feels. Second, I'm going to give you a basic description of the main mechanic of that game. This will really help you as you start to look into more complicated board games, or just even if you like this type of game and want to go find other ones just like it. And finally, I'm going to give you a review of the game by a point system that I designed based on several different factors. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. So first, I'm going to give you a little bit of a feel of the game. So I'm going to get into character. Howdy, partner, and welcome to Flick 'em Up. Flick 'em Up is a great game where we Texans play what we do best. Shoot liberal noobs. That's right, you're going to be shooting those communist bandits before they take the money from the bank. You're going to be doing this from behind our famous wooden cacti, our famous wooden barrels full of wooden drinks, our famous wooden fences, and our famous cardboard houses, because here in Texas we really know how to build them right. Pew! Now, in this game, Pew! You're just going to be shooting these little Pew! Wooden bullets Pew! At these little wooden Pew! Cowboys Pew! And plopping them Pew! Right over. It's just a blast. Get it? Blast. So that is the atmosphere of Flick 'em Up. It's a zany, crazy, Western stereotype game. And it's just really, really fun. Now that you have the description of the game in a 100% authentic Texan accent that will definitely not get me murdered, I hope. I want to go into one of the main mechanics that makes this game so much fun for a beginner, and that is that it is a dexterity game. Now, a dexterity game mainly focuses on using those hands of yours to do something. It might be building, it might be flicking, it might be trying to pull something out of a tower. So another dexterity game you might be familiar with would be something like Jenga. Jenga's a dexterity game. You're dexterously trying to pull it out with your hand and put it back on top without making the whole tower just tumble to the ground. So dexterity games are just very easy for beginners because they just go right in with their hands and do something. And Flick 'em Up is no different than that. You take the bullet, you flick it at another player and hope that you knock down the person. So it is just an absolutely excellent example of the dexterity genre of board game. So now that you have a basic understanding of Flick 'em Up's feel and look, and also its main mechanic, dexterity, it's time for us to get into a little bit of the more nitty-gritty part of this game. Now, in my quest to create good reviews about board games, I created the following system for ranking board games. And I look at 10 different categories: replayability, masterability, novelty of mechanics, synergy of mechanics, simplicity of the game, energy of the game, how good mechanically the theme of the game is done, how well artistically the theme of the game is done, how much the game makes you think, and how much the game makes you feel. Alright, so first on replayability, I give this game a 5 out of 5, absolutely. This is one of those games that I'm going to take out more than 10 times for certain. You can play this game with anybody, anytime, almost anywhere. Next up, we look at the masterability. Now, this game is actually one of those games that you could really easily master, because it's all about making sure that you get that flicking motion right, strategizing about where you're going to put your little cowboy to make sure that he doesn't get shot really easily, or so to make sure that you can shoot somebody else really easily. So this game, you usually see the best players win. But one of my favorite things about this and other dexterity games is you can always make it so that you're not playing full tilt when you're playing against somebody who might be less good than you. Next up, we look at the novelty of the mechanics. This is the lowest category in this review period, because this game doesn't really bring up anything new. Actually, surprisingly, the idea of flicking things around to play a board game is very, very old. However, even though these mechanics aren't super new, the mechanics are really well synergized. So that brings us to the synergy of the mechanics. The synergy of these mechanics are absolutely perfect. I give it a 5 out of 5. Every single mechanic works together well, and they all use the same pieces and just logical concepts. So absolutely beautifully designed synergy. Now, on simplicity, I give this game a 5 out of 5. This game is so simple. I have played it with very young children. I've even played it with a mentally handicapped guy that lives with my parents, and he loved this game. I was about to put it away, and I could just see on his face he wanted to play it again. I'm like, you want to play again? And he said yes. I had really had that never happen before in a game with him, but he loved this game. He loved the tactility of it. The dexterity element was something he could do because he didn't have to think through anything. And that's what's beautiful about this game, is if they are old enough to flick, they can play this game. Now, in energy of the game, I give this game a 5 out of 5 again. This game just brings out the energy that you want. That's the great thing about this game, is there really isn't a situation this game wouldn't work for. It's great with 2 players. It can go up to 10 players. And I really do believe that even with 10 players, this game would be pretty fun. It would probably be a little bit long between turns, but it would still be really exciting. Now, next up, let's look at how mechanically this game accentuates the theme, and that's probably one of the biggest things I love about this game. Honestly, you feel like a 5-year-old boy who takes those pebbles and just tosses it at some army guy on the ground to pretend that there's a war going on. It's basically the same thing. I'm pretty sure this game was designed by a 5-year-old.
Oh, great! Real bullets! Oh, well. I'll keep this. You're in a lot of trouble, mister.
And that's why it gets a 5 out of 5 for that. It's just glorious how much it feels like you are shooting. Now, artistically, the theme is equally beautiful. Not only, in my version, are all the pieces wood. It's beautiful. It feels so good. They even have little pictures and names for each of your characters, and when they die, you take that down and reveal a tombstone. It's just so good. Everything about it is so great, down to the little cowboy hats with the numbers so you can keep track of which one of your cowboys is which. It's just so clever, yet so simple. 5 out of 5 for the artistic theme here. Now, on the thought category, dexterity games usually tend to not be a lot of thinking about a problem as much as doing something.
Well, Doc, we can scratch that idea.
Marty, it's perfect. You're just not thinking fourth-dimensionally.
Right, I have a real problem with that.
I would definitely say, though, there is strategy about where you place your guy and whether or not that's the best place for shooting or not getting shot. That it does have strategy, but it doesn't have a lot. So I give it a 3 out of 5 on that category. Lastly, the energy of this game, the action of this game. This game is so much fun in how active you are. You just want to feel that infectious energy again. So you just want to play this game over and over, like I said right at the beginning. So again, 5 out of 5 for the action fun. So in total, I give this game a 4.5 out of 5. That's really, really excellent. If you were giving that a percentage grade, it would be a 90%. It would be an A. This game is far above average. It is absolutely excellent, and I would highly recommend that you guys go and buy this game. I actually linked it down in the description with one of my favorite board game dealers, Noble Knight Games. They do a great job, and they have this version of it, the wooden version that comes in the wooden box with the wooden pieces, that I highly recommend you get. But if you don't want to dish out the little extra money, go ahead and get that plastic version. It's not going to be horrendous. It's still going to be a great game. and you just gotta go out and buy this. Click on the link in the description, go over to Noble Knight Games and pick up a copy for yourself. And please share this video with people you think would really like this game. Anybody you know who really likes using their hands and playing in a big group, a really fun game, this is the game for them. Anybody who has little kids who need an easy game to start playing that isn't not mind-numbingly boring for the parents, tell them to get this game. This is the perfect game to get for a holiday gift. So that was my review of Flick 'em Up, and I would absolutely love to know what you guys thought of this board game review. I'm hoping to maybe keep this same style throughout, because I really think that this is the best way to mix entertainment and information in a board game review, but I would love to get you guys' thoughts and comments on it. Also, if you do end up buying the game and playing the game, or if you've played the game before, please comment about it. Let me know what you guys think of the game, and if you really love this game or really hate this game, put it down in those comments, and we can have a good talk about why you like it or don't. I also would love to hear if you have any recipes you'd like me to do in the future. I am going to be going back to those. As always, I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of these great reviews or recipes that I really think will help you have more fun with family. Thank you so much for watching, and join us next time for Rest and Reason.